Warning, the following video may contain information that some of you may find offensive, particularly those that are very naughty. You have been warned. Hey everyone, okay, so the first thing I think we should address, which is the burning question that people have been asking me for since the beginning of time really, which is, Wayne, why do you look so good, so young? And I say to them, it's my healthy lifestyle. I don't drink. I don't smoke. And I certainly don't ever eat chocolate. That's too much. Not really too much. Hey! I like the shirt too, thanks so much. Okay, so today's video is on the 3 most offensive brows. This is just a bit of fun, but it illustrates a great point on my beautiful self. So I thought it would make a fun video because brows are such a fascinating subject and they can make or break a face because they quite literally are the frames to everything that we're going to do on our face. So I thought I would introduce you to what I think are the 3 most brows and how you should avoid them. So let's start with the most offensive, I think, which is the tadpole brow, also known as the sperm brow. Nobody wants that on their face, do they? No. So, you know what they look like? They're like, it's kind of like this ball at the beginning, like this little head, and then they just go doop, into this real sort of tadpole-like appearance. You are, honestly, I swear to you, nobody is born with that brow. That is a skill to be able to do that brow. It is just a very peculiar look to have on one's face. It's actually quite an old-fashioned look. You tend to sort of see more like you don't really see them as much now, but they're still kind of around. But it was kind of like your grandmother might have had them or things like that. So I think that they're just hilarious, let's be honest. Absolutely just shocking. Okay, should we move on to the next one, which is the parting of the Red Sea. You know, the ones where you have like all this space and then this tiny little brow at the end. Really, you know, because what it does is it gives you this kind of look on your face, like, and that's not a look you want. At least not walking around every day, maybe at certain times, but certainly not as your day-to-day life. You know, you can always spot them because they are so far apart. And I'm not talking about ones where you're born with them quite naturally far apart. But these are that have actually been plucked to oblivion to the point that there is like just a tiny little end to them. Absolutely, you know, not in my each to their own, obviously, but it's not for me. And finally, the glorious black brow. Not talking about people with naturally dark eyebrows. This is where you have purposely taken a Sharpie and decided to make them as dark as you can. Hang on. You mean there's a black? We'll take that one. Yes, that's the one, where you go for the blackest black, the blue black black Sharpie pencil, and then decide to etch them into stone onto your face so that they are as dark as the night sky. That way, all you see when you're talking to somebody is the brows. With all 3 of these looks, the brows are the first thing you notice. You don't notice their beautiful eyes, or their beautiful lips, or their gorgeous teeth. You just notice these really stark, dark, black brows. And they're usually as well, and then oftentimes they're really drawn in, or like ultra thick as well, like real, like Groucho Marx brows. Not necessarily something I personally adore, but each to their own, as with anything, you know? But there you go, that is my 3 most offensive brows that should be highly illegal, and I highly recommend you don't do them. Terrible if you do. Still love you, but naughty. Let me know what your favourite brows are. Let me know what your most horrific brows are. And let's have a bit of fun with this. Why don't you tell me what your most offensive brow mistakes have been? And if you really want to be absolutely lovely, if you've got pictures of them, post them to me on Instagram. And then just tag it in with Wayne Goss brows, because I would love to see them just for fun. Because, you know, you can't laugh at yourself. Who can you laugh at? Thanks so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.